being introduced next. Williams will see some action as a center tonight. Coming up next is number 60, Bert Gothrop. Gothrop has a lot of speed for the Lions. Next is number 64, Jason Laws, being introduced to the Lions. Number 75 next, Curtis Mann being introduced. Mann is one of those horses that will be inside on the line. Coming up next, J.R. Tate. He's 6'7". He's the center for the Edwards County Lions, both in football and in basketball this year. Once again, J.R. Tate is number 82. Coming up next is number 73 for Oblong, which will be a tackle for Oblong. And Oblong being introduced to us now. Number 74 being introduced. Next is number 83, Wartzbaugh, being introduced. And next will be number 86, Diedrich. As we give you the offensive starting lineups for tonight, number 17, which I believe is a quarterback for Oblong. Next is number 65, Shipman, being introduced to you. Number 60, number 36, Dieter, also being introduced. And number 60, Mike Luzader. Number 35, Stiffel, being introduced to the crowd tonight. And at quarterback is number 18. Check that. It's not Andy Goff. It'll be Baker tonight. Baker at quarterback for the Oblong Panthers. This is Baker's first year as quarterback for Oblong. And, of course, Edwards County Lions has somewhat of a veteran quarterback in Jeff Gillard. Very interesting game tonight. As we said, the Edwards County Lions did win the toss. And so Edwards County will receive the punt tonight from the Oblong Panthers. Very hot and humid night up here in Oblong, Illinois. Normally the mosquitoes are as big as helicopters, but we've not had much of a problem with mosquitoes as of yet. But I'm sure that they will be with us as the night progresses. Once again, we would like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, Champion Laboratories of Albin and West Salem, and also Ram Drilling Company. Stiffel back to do the kicking chore for the Oblong Panthers. Back for the Edwards County Lions tonight is number 32, David Herring. Herring is back deep, also Scott Lake, and number 12, Monty Summers, along with number 30, Rick Earl. So we're just about ready to get underway. The officials have blown the whistle, and we're just seconds away from the opening kickoff of the Edwards County Oblong game. The ball will go to, I believe that's David Herring. Herring gets out to just about the 36, 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions on, I believe, their own 37-yard line. Gerard, the tackler for Oblong. Actually, we'll call the ball at the about 34-yard line. Gillard, the quarterback for the Edwards County Lions. Gillard back to pass, looks. It's a blooper, but it's intercepted by Oblong. Oblong, Brent King brought him down and intercepted by number 73, Jones, for Oblong. So Edwards County has an early turnover deep inside Oblong territory. The ball is spotted at just about the, we can see the yard marker, just about the 19-yard line. Check that, the 23-yard line. There we go. The 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Oblong Panthers. The pitch out to the right side goes to number 35, and bringing him down, one of them, Stiffel, the ball carrier, bringing him down was number 82, J.R. Tate. Along with Tate was several Edwards County Lions.
Be about 2nd and 14.
Gain of about 4 yards on that play. A loss of about 4 yards on that play. Check that. Okay, here we go. We got the opening jitters here, trying to get everything adjusted and ready to go here. And we've got a penalty. Someone moved just a little bit on the line. A loss of about 4 yards on that play. We've got outside penalty against the Edwards County Lions. It looked like J.R. Tate might have lined up offsides.
Edwards County lines up, off the ball, offside.
J.R. wears a size 17 shoe and had to have special football cleats flown in for tonight's game. You don't see too many size 17 football cleats in the storeroom of the Edwards County High School, so we did have to have a special pair of them. Baker back, and he's being chased, and he'll be nailed right by the Oblong coach, Baker, the ball carrier, and Baker was nailed by Curtis Mann, and also John Williams on that play. So Curtis Mann and John Williams,
No, you watch it. He does good. You watch it.
the tacklers on that play. It'll be third down and about 15 yards or so to go. No score early in the first quarter play here from Oblong. Baker, the quarterback for Oblong. Baker is back and hands off straight up the middle, and he goes absolutely nowhere as the Edwards County defense is tough. It looks like number 32 Hawes was a ball carrier on that, and bringing him down was number 51 Kenny Greathouse, as Kenny chased him around and finally brought him down. A gain of about maybe a yard on that play brings up fourth down and 13 yards to go. There you see the ball, and there you see the Edwards County Lions. Once again, early in the first quarter play, we've got 9 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. It's a fourth down, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Hold him, D!
Baker is back, and he's in trouble. He's nailed by number 64, Jason Laws, for the Edwards County Lions. 64, Jason Laws, and number 75, Curtis Mann on that play for the Edwards County Lions. Baker kept the ball, but didn't fare too well. We had some terrific rain coming up just before we left for tonight's game, and the field is just a little bit wet and slippery, especially on the Oblong side of the bench. Edwards County's side seems to be pretty dry. It'll be Edwards County's ball, as it was fourth down, and Oblong couldn't do anything with it. Gillard back. Gillard brings it to the right side, continues on, pitches out to Horton. Check that, that's, he's still on his feet. And that was Chris Rotrammel. We thought it was, but we wanted to make sure. Chris Rotrammel with a terrific gain on that play. Dieter, the tackler for the Oblong Panthers. Dieter and Bennett, the tacklers. What a terrific play by the Edwards County Lions. On this, the second play of the night. That option to the right side caught Oblong asleep completely. Edwards County is on about the 22-yard line. Off to the right side goes Rotrammel once again, and he'll be nailed for a loss on the play. I believe that was number 83, the tackler, Wartzbaugh. So Rotrammel loses about 4 or 5 yards on that play, and that brings up second down and 15 yards.
Second and about 15.
Edwards County Lions back in a huddle, and we're just about ready to go. Gillard rolls out, looks, passes, and the pass was incomplete. It was intended for number 32, which would be David Herring for the Edwards County Lions.
Andy Goff.
Back there for Oblong was Goff. That'll bring up a second down and 15 yards to go. Second down, 15 yards to go. We hope that you are enjoying this first broadcast on CUN for the Edwards County Lion football team. Gillard back. Gillard throws it, and it's incomplete. It was intended for J.R. Tate for the Edwards County Lions. Well, that'll bring up fourth down. And we'll see what type of play Coach Hart brings in. 4th and 15 for our Edwards County Lions. The ball is setting on about the 24-yard line. Gillard rolls out to the right side. It's incomplete. It was intended for Brent King. Intended for King. Finney back there for Oblong. First and 10 now for Oblong. We had a fumble on the play, but I believe that Oblong recovered. Carrying that ball for Oblong was number 35, Stiffel.
2nd and 9.
2nd down and 9 yards to go. A gain of just about 1 yard on that play. 2nd and 9. We've got 7 minutes and 1 second left in the first quarter play. So we're still early in the first quarter. 2nd down for Oblong. Baker, the quarterback for the Oblong Panthers. Baker in his first year. Over to the right side once again, and Stiffel is the ball carrier. We got a fumble on the play. Edwards County recovers. Edwards County recovers. Recovering that fumble, it looked like, was Rotramel. I believe it was Rotramel for the Edwards County Lions. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions on about the 30-yard line or so. It's hard to see these yard line markers from our vantage point. I believe we'll call it at about the 30.
On about the 31.
1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions inside Oblong territory. Pass is complete to number 11. He's still on his feet. Number 11 is Doug Horton. Horton with about a 15-yard gain on that play. Bennett, the tackler. There is a penalty on the play, illegal procedure against the Lions. So that will penalize us some on that play. Coach John Hart is wanting to pass the ball as much as possible this year. Sure does make the game a lot more exciting. Well, Edwards County gets some penalties marched off against them for illegal procedure penalty.
5-yard penalty. 1st and 15.
1st and 15 on the 36-yard line of Oblong. Gillard back. Gillard looks, and being nailed is Rotramel. Oblong read that play completely. Tackler on that was Brett Neely.
Loss on the play, it'll be about 2nd and 20.
Second down and 20 yards to go. A loss on that last play. Gillard back. Gillard gets nailed by number 83, which is Wartzbaugh. And Jones. 73 was Jones on that sack along with Wartzbaugh.
3rd and 30.
So now we've got ourselves quite a hole. 3rd down and 30 yards to go. 5 minutes left in this first quarter play from Oblong, Illinois. We are in Oblong, about 60 miles north. Gillard rolls out to the right side, gives it to King, and we've got a fumble on the play, but it looks like that Edwards County recovers the ball.
Their own fumble that brings up 4th down and about 29.
It's 4th down. On that for Oblong was Shipman in on the tackle as the referee calls for a dry ball. It's pretty wet over there on the Oblong side. As you can see, some of the players going in and out. Half of their jerseys are pretty well mudded through, and that's where they've fallen on the Oblong side of the bench. 4:27 left, fourth down, 30 yards to go for the Edwards County Lions. We find ourselves in a hole here tonight. Back to kick is Gillard, and he gets off a dandy. It'll take an Edwards County bounce, and the ball will be tapped dead at about the 18-yard line.
Oblong will take over on about the 18-yard line. Be first and 10 on the Oblong 25.
Oblong will have the ball on about the 25-yard line. Baker is back, rolls off to the right side, and he is nailed by the Lions. In there on that tackle for the Edwards County Lions was number 75, Curtis Mann, along with number 41, Chris Rotrammel. Stifle, the ball carrier. He didn't gain maybe a half a yard on that play.
No gain on the play.
Well, the public address announcer says he didn't gain any. We're going to say he gained maybe a half a yard or so. 3:19 left in the first quarter play here from Oblong. It's the Edwards County Lions and the Oblong Panther. It's the opener for both of them. And I believe we've got a whistle and a penalty. Flags fly every place. A lot of laundry on the field, Al. Al Summers and Bill Horton, my spotters and helpers and statisticians and everything up here tonight. I drove, can you believe that, this year? So it's Al and Bill that will be providing the meal, the courtesy meal, immediately following the game here. So, and of course, they don't quite agree with that. Well, a good crowd here from Edwards County tonight. A great crowd. Estimated crowd of around 200 for tonight's game. Over 50 of those came on the fan bus from Edwards County, as the fan bus cost was just $1. So several of those are from the Edwards County High School. A lot of young kids here tonight. We like to see that here in football games. Baker rolls out to the right side, and the ball carrier is number 36, which is Dieter, and the tackler was Chris Rotrammel. That'll bring up a third down and about 2 yards to go, something like that.
Third and approximately 1.
The crowd really getting into tonight's game. No score here. We're still in the first quarter play with 2:18 left. Oblong with the football. Oblong in the blue jerseys, and we've got timeout Oblong.
Time called Oblong.
During that timeout, Coach John Hart went over and talked with the Edwards County Lions, and we're ready to go. That timeout was charged to Oblong. And picking up pretty well 0 yardage on that play was number 20.
No gain.
36, I believe, which would be Dieter. No gain on that play, they're calling. Fourth down and about a yard to go. So that brings up a 4th and 1 situation. As it becomes just a little bit darker here, the grass seems to green up just a little bit. We got 4th down and just about a yard. Oblong punting the ball. And carrying that ball for Edwards County was Doug Horton. Horton will bring it back about 10 yards or so. Shipman, the tackler. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions. 1st and 10 for the Lions, and the ball will be spotted on the 40-yard line, about the 40-and-a-half-yard line, actually. 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions. Gillard, the quarterback for the Lions. Gillard with a fast toss, and I believe that they are going to rule it incomplete. It was intended for Doug Horton of the left side.
Second and 10.
Second down, 10 yards to go, and we've got 1:20 left in the first quarter of play. No score here from Oblong.
Come on, line!
They're called football man pretty soon. They've been moving, their line's been moving legal procedure all night.
And I believe that the officials moved the ball back just a little bit too far. Now the head official says go, and here we go. Straight up the middle, we had a tie-up. 71, Brett Neely, the tackler, had a tie-up and a fumble on the play. The ball is pretty wet tonight. Oblong got a shower just about like we got a little bit earlier tonight, and it's made it very slick on the outside. Gillard comes to the right side, tosses out to Horton. They try it again, but Horton doesn't get quite as far. He gets to about the 45-yard line. Diedrich, the tackler. Check that. Chris Rotrammel, the ball carrier.
Mike Lusader.
Rotrammel on the right side here.
Good punt.
4. And about 6.
Fourth down and 6 yards to go for the Edwards County Lions. Gillard back. Gillard's going to throw. Pass is incomplete. Intended for King.
All right, go. Shake it off, defense.
On the 45-yard line.
Thank you, defense. Go do it.
First and 10 for the Oblong Panthers. And that's the end of the first quarter play as Baker will just hold on to the ball. Well, at the end of the first quarter play, the score here from Oblong is nothing after these commercial messages. In the second quarter play, no score here. Oblong has the ball inside Edwards County territory. Baker is back to throw. The pass is intercepted by J.R. Tate. Tate still on his feet. Tate is still on his feet. Touchdown, Edwards County. Oh, boy. Touchdown, Edwards County Lions, and everyone is on their feet here tonight. A surprise interception by the Edwards County Lions, J.R. Tate. If you're 6'7", you intimidate people, and that's exactly what he did. We were talking earlier tonight about that 6'7" frame that he's got, and then when he puts his hand up in the air, the ball will have to be thrown at least 9 feet over the top of him. Back for the extra point now. Gillard goes to the left side, pitches out to King, and it's good for the extra points. And the Edwards County Lions show some spunk here tonight. 11:49 left to go in the second quarter play. 7-0 Edwards County. There's head coach of the Edwards County Lions, Coach John Hart there, as he is talking it over with his kickoff team, his specialty team here tonight. Coach Hart's trying to get them revved up and get them excited tonight. Here we go. It's 7-0 now. Edwards County on a surprise interception.
JR. Take.
About a 25-yard interception run for the touchdown by number 82, J.R. Tate.
There you go, JR.
Well, back to kick off for Edwards County is Doug Horton, number 11.
Stay cool.
And the officials got a flag ready to go. It looks like Oblong has lined up offsides, and we could see that one coming, I believe, Bill, as Oblong lined up offsides. So someone got cross-eyed someplace down through there and got messed up. So someone was over the line, 5-yard penalty against Oblong. So we'll try it again. Well, Al, I believe we're going to have a water break here at halftime because I've just pretty well shot my voice already tonight on that interception. If we were Harry Carey, I suppose we could have got by with a holy cow on that one.
Good cover now, good cover.
Coach Hart shakes J.R. Tate's hand on the sideline here. 7-0, Edwards County. We've got 11:49 left to go in the second quarter of play. It's, check that, 8-0. Doug Horton back to kick off for the Lions. Horton kicks off and kicks a beauty over the left side. And he dropped it. Now he picked it up. And he's going back and forth back deep in Oblong territory. And nailing him way down deep was, I believe, number 30, Rick Earl. Scott Lake and Rick Earl in on the play. Goff, the ball carrier. So it's 1st and 10 deep inside Oblong territory.
7-yard line.
And in fact, maybe we can pick up another interception here and certainly help our position. Edwards County has got Oblong inside their own 7-yard line here tonight. Second quarter play, Oblong comes out. Coming out for Oblong is number 17, which is Goff, Andy Goff. Tackler on that play for Edwards County was Rusty Compton, number 21.
Tackle made by...
You're watching all this football action on America's smallest television network. This is CUN. 11 minutes left. 8-0 the score. Edwards County on top. First game, the opener for both teams, Edwards County and Oblong. Baker, the quarterback.
Get him! Get him!
And he will be thrown for a loss on that play. Back there early was number 75, Curtis Mann. So another loss on the play. That'll bring up third down, and I'm not for sure where the ball is, but it's about the 5-yard line, maybe the 4-yard line. Someplace in through there, Bill. Oblong with a quick kick, and the ball will fall almost in front of us as Oblong tapped it, and now Edwards County will follow the ball. Tapping that ball was number 12, Monty Summers. Stiffle,
Comes out to about the
the
24-yard line.
kicker. So it's Edwards County's ball deep inside their Oblong's territory here tonight. Gillard back. Gillard aims and throws incomplete, intended for number 31, Scott Lake.
Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
Gillard cocked back and was ready to connect with Lake. Just a little bit long. Herring checks into the lineup now for the Edwards County Lions. It's 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Ball spotted on about the 24-yard line, something like that. 2nd down, once again, as we said. Gillard goes to the right side, still has the ball, passes out, and the ball is, I believe, intercepted. Steffel, the tackler, recovering. We've got an illegal procedure call against the Edwards County Lions, and they're calling for a dry football. Illegal procedure against the Edwards County Lions. The penalty was declined. It's 1st and 10 for the Oblong Panthers inside their own territory. In fact, the ball will be spotted, on about the 28-yard line or so. There you see the Edwards County Lions. Eight to nothing the score, Edwards County. We've got 9 minutes left in the second quarter of play, and the mosquitoes are just about to eat us up here. Big ones. There's a fumble on the play, but it's recovered by Oblong. Back there for Edwards County was number 53, John Williams. And we can't see for sure who is in on that. Baker was back there also, but we couldn't see who for sure carried on that play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 yards to go.
Goff carrying the ball.
Goff, the ball carrier for Oblong, and a host of Edwards County Lions in on that tackle. We'll give that to most of the team. Not for sure who all was in on that tackle for the Lions. I believe it was Gillard and Curtis Mann in that play. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter play here at Oblong. This game being presented tonight by Champion Laboratories of West Salem, Ram Drilling Company, the Citizens National Bank of Alabama, and Sabre Construction and Operating Company. Edwards County Lions with the lead, 8-0 the lead. Oblong out. It's Baker for Oblong. The pass was almost intercepted again by J.R. Tate.
Incomplete pass. Bring up 4th and 9.
It was intended for number 35, Steffel, but evidently had a little water on his hands and just couldn't quite connect with the ball. The mosquitoes out here tonight, folks, are just about the size of helicopters. There's some dandies here tonight. Well, Al, if you see a bright light come down, it's a landing light for one of those mosquitoes. These babies are heavy. Where's a can of off at, Al? Oblong is back to punt, a good punt. It takes an Oblong bounce, and with the ball is Herring for Edwards County. Herring will get out to about the 43-yard line of Oblong. The tackler on that play was Noblet and Bennett for Oblong. So that sets up a 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions inside Oblong territory. The ball's on about the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7:52 left in the second quarter play here from Oblong. 8-0 the score. We want to be sure and tell you that score because we certainly are proud of that. Play action once again, and straight up the middle there was a fumble on the play. Let's check that, and it is Oblong's ball. So there's some communication problem in through the middle there. Kirk recovering.
First and 10 on the 43-yard line. 42
For Oblong. So it's first and 10 now for Oblong on about the 43-yard line. Al Summers and Bill Horton, my spotters and statisticians tonight. We certainly do appreciate them along here with us tonight. Al and Bill keep swatting mosquitoes away from them. Baker outside, but he almost gets nailed, and saying hello to him was, I believe, number 75. Okay, John Williams was in on that along with Curtis Mann on that play. So saying hello
Loss of about 1. Second and 11.
to Oblong was a couple of Edwards County players. A loss of about 2 yards on that play. That'll set up a second down and 11 yards to go. Second down and 11 yards to go. A loss of about a yard on that play. It's a perfect night for a football game. It's pretty humid, just a little bit muggy on the outside. I guess you could call it pretty muggy on the outside. And we hope that you're enjoying it in your air conditioning. We've got a delay of game penalty against the Oblong Panthers. So, Coach Welch's Oblong Panthers get a 5-yard penalty charged against them for a delay of game. 6:16 left in the second quarter of play here from Oblong. The score is 8-0 Edwards County. Edwards County's touchdown came on an interception by J.R. Tate off of Baker, the quarterback for Oblong. J.R. took about a 25-yard sprint to the goal line for the Edwards County Lions. In motion is Goff to the right side. And the pass is deflected by J.R. Tate and almost picked up.
J.R. Tate.
Boy, JR's every place on that field tonight, Al. As we say, JR's eating Goff's Baker's lunch for him tonight. I don't believe Coach Welch told Baker that he was going to be going against a 6'7" man here tonight that's already picked one off for a touchdown. Baker hands off to, I believe, number 35 Stiffel, straight down the middle, and the tackle on that was Jason Laws for the Edwards County Lions. That brings up a 4th down and 15. And the ball is still on about the 39-yard line. Can a mosquito repellent right now would feel pretty good. Oblong back to do the punting, and it's pretty well straight up. It'll take a bounce right here to our camera position. And picking the ball up is Horton, and Horton will go down just about the 48-yard line. We've got an Oblong Panther player shaking up just a little bit. That is number 36 shaking up just a little bit, which is Dieter. Dieter in on that tackle to bring Horton down. Now Coach Hart gives a signal to Jeff Gillard, and Gillard will go in and call the plays now for the Edwards County Lions. It's 8-0 Edwards County. In the second quarter of play, we've got 5 minutes and 23 seconds left. Horton way over to the right side here. Horton stands back. Now going straight up the middle is, I believe, Gillard on a keeper on that play. Gillard, the ball carrier for the Edwards County Lions. Jones, the tackler, number 73.
Gain of about 6. Second and 4.
That brings up a 2nd down and 4 situation. As we try to charge up these Edwards County Lions. Gillard back to throw. It's complete. It's complete. That's Horton. Horton goes in. Touchdown, Edwards County. Touchdown, Edwards County. Gillard to Horton.
Goes in for the touchdown.
Oh, boy. 14-0, Edwards County. 14-0, Edwards County. If you don't think that's a shot at Geritol, that's a shot in the arm. Coach Hart still walking the sideline. Now Edwards County will try for the extra points. Gillard back, goes to the right side, going straight up the middle, and it looks like it's good is Brent King. Straight up the middle, good. It's 15-0 now, Edwards County. Coach Hart and the Edwards County Pep Club has really got this Edwards County Lion football team revved up tonight. It's a 16-0 score here in Oblong. 4:40 left in the second quarter play. There you see Coach Hart and the Edwards County Lions as they get in their formation to kick off. Horton will be back to kick off. Coach Mike Krause has done a considerable amount of work with Horton on his kickoff. Kickoff position. 4:40 left in the second quarter play, and Edwards County has struck pay dirt here as the score is 16-0 now. You're watching all this on America's smallest television network. This is CUN. Boy, and this is sweet. Very sweet, but Oblong can score on you at any time, so this game certainly is not over yet. Down go the Edwards County Lions, and Horton's just about ready to kick off. As he does, he kicks it over to the left side of your screen, and now we've got a reverse in the backfield. Carrying the ball is number 17, Goff, and he's nailed deep in Edwards County territory. Nailing him there was, I believe, number 31, which is Scott Lake for the Edwards County Lions. Lake, and also, I believe, John Williams was in on that tackle.
Nice play. Did an excellent job.
So these Edwards County Lions are really revved up here tonight. Jason Law is in on that tackle also. And the referee winds the clock up, and we're just about ready to go. We've got 4:32 left, and
on about the 16-yard line.
we are just about ready to go here. 1st and 10 deep inside Edwards County territory at about the 15-yard line. We've got play action now as straight up the right side goes number Goff, the ball carrier.
5 yards.
A gain of about 5 yards on that play. Gillard, the tackler, the lone tackler on that play. That brings up a second down, and they're calling it 5 yards to go. The ball is on about the 22-yard line. $16-0 now, Edwards County. Baker goes up to the right side, gives it hands off, and Edwards County, there's a host, at least half of the teams in on that one. Roy Albertson, the tackler for the Lions, and I believe it was Stiffel. Dieter, check that, Dieter, number 36, a ball carrier.
On a measure. Third and about a foot.
We got a measurement here, and you can see there the official just walked over a big lily pad pond there, and have a measurement here. It looks like they're going to come up. That last one, Roy Albertson, that should have been Jason Law, as we got mixed up on our scouting material here. So Just a little bit of a mental error here. I tell you, by the time that you swat all the mosquitoes and all the other things that are flying past here tonight, it's quite a job. The quarterback keeps it, which is Baker, and he goes straight up the middle for a gain of about, maybe he's gained that 1st and 10, and he did. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Oblong Panthers. They have yet to score. We've got a timeout, Edwards County. Timeout, Edwards County Lions.
Timeout, Edwards County.
3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second quarter to play. 16-0 the score. Edwards County on top. Well, you can hear the train coming past our vantage point here tonight. Al, I believe I got a mosquito in my headset. Rolling to the right side goes Baker. It's incomplete. It's deflected. Edwards County has it. Recovering that for the Lions is number 32, David Herring. Monty Summers deflected that pass, and David Herring came up with it.
Intercepted.
Intercepted by the Lions.
On the 40-yard line.
Boy, that's great. Case Smurton brought a can of off up here tonight. And I tell you, that's the greatest thing since water. Edwards County with the ball, and it's overthrown. It was intended for J.R. Tate.
Incomplete.
I got some, Al. Plenty. Thank you very much, Case Smurton. Kay's got an economy size off tonight, and I tell you, it probably won't last very long if very many people know that she's got that. Boy, that's great stuff. Now everyone's got a deep woods smell to them tonight. Carrying the ball was Chris Rotrammel right up the right side there, and Bennett was the tackler. And we've got a shaken up Oblong player, and the officials are going to call timeout while the coach comes over and takes a look at him. I believe it's number 36 for Oblong, which would be Dieter. And I believe that Dieter has got maybe a knee problem there.
Bring in big ones.
Well, our crowd microphone just fell off the edge of the table here tonight. We got it back now.
The 3rd and about 5.
Dieter's going to shake it off. Ron Gothrop's almost up here in the booth with us tonight, and Ron's got a pair of binoculars that Al's been admiring there for quite a while. Well, Al, maybe Santa Claus will bring you something this year. The official winds up the clock. It's Edwards County ball, 3rd down, and it's handed off to Rotrammel. Rotrammel will try to cut back in and might have gained a yard or so on that play.
Flag down.
Diedrich, the tackler. We got a penalty on the play. I believe it's against the Edwards County Lions. I believe it's a holding penalty against the Lions. I'm not for sure, Al, but I believe you're right. I believe that off attracted larger mosquitoes. It's been a long time since I've seen this big of a mosquito. Mrs. Krajak's biology class would certainly have a field day with these. Holding against the Edwards County Lions, and that's a pretty major penalty against the Lions, and that brings up a 3rd down and about 14 yards to go. 3rd down and 14 yards to go.
3rd and about 14 or 15.
Gillard hands off to the right side, and getting drilled is King. King still stays on his feet, and the officials will call the ball dead as a loss on the play. Wartsbaugh, the tackler, no one ever did really bring King down. He kept on his feet, and
4th down.
that brings up 4th down, and I'm not for sure what the officials are going to call it here.
And about
Fourth down and about 20 yards. 4th and 20, back to punt is Gillard for the Edwards County Lions. Gillard punts it away, and it takes a good bounce deep inside Oblong territory. Edwards County Lions are trying to nail him, and they finally get him down right in front of the side of the bench there. Number 64, which is Jason Laws, a tackler. Goff, the ball carrier for Oblong. (16-0) the score, Edwards County, and it's Oblong ball, 1st and 10 on about the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions on Oblong's own 25-yard line. Hope that you are enjoying this broadcast on CUN. And if you enjoy this broadcast, tell our sponsors, Champion Laboratories and Ram Drilling Company of Browns. Oblong with the ball, going along the right side. That's number 35, which is Stiffle. The tackler is Brent King. Al did his homework today and wrote a large spotting card for us to use here tonight. Gillard wants to call timeout, so we've got timeout Edwards County. So it's just a little bit easier to spot those numbers. And we've got a timeout, Edwards County Lions. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Edwards County has got Oblong 16-0. Back to action here once again in Oblong, Illinois, where Edwards County is ahead of the Panthers 16-0. Baker, the quarterback, and J.R. Tate nails number 36, which is Dieter. Dieter was taken off the field with an injury. Chris Rotrammel and J.R. Tate, the tacklers on that play. Both of them nailing Dieter pretty good on that last play. We've got 26 seconds left in the second quarter of play here from Oblong. 26 seconds left. And the clock is beginning to count down on Baker here in the second quarter play, getting ready to go into halftime. Baker back, looks, he's going to pass. The pass is incomplete. I believe it was intended for... Let's check this out. I'm not for sure who it was intended for on that play. I believe it was Goff on the right side. 6 seconds left.
Bert. I don't like it. Hey, I'm watching you. I got it. Hey, you know what? Can you cross body block?
Oblong back.
You're standing up.
And Oblong will punt the football, and it comes mighty close, and it will bounce out of bounds. And that's the end of the first half of play here from Oblong, Illinois, where the Edwards County Lions, going into the locker room at halftime, hold a 16-0 lead. This game is being presented tonight on CUN by the Citizens National Bank of Albion, Sabre Construction and Operating Company, the Champion Laboratories of Albion and West Salem, and Ram Drilling Company of Browns. We'll be back with the second half of this football game right after these commercials.
You've heard the old saying,
here in Edwards County at Oblong as the Edwards County Lions kick off. Horton does the kicking, kicks off for the Edwards County Lions, and the ball is got a reverse here, and Goff takes the ball straight down the middle, and the host of Edwards County Lions on that tackle. On that tackle was number 12, Monty Summers. Monty was in on that tackle. And we couldn't tell for sure who else was on that. Who all was on that, Al? Could you check? We'll just say a host of Edwards County Lions was in on that tackle. First and 10 for the Oblong Panthers. And we've got a tie-up right in the middle, as number 75, Curtis Mann, was right in the middle of that pack, and we're not for sure who carried the ball. I believe it was Andy Goff. So we give that tackle to Goff. Gain of about a yard on that play, and that sets up a second down and 9 yards to go. A good crowd on hand from Edwards County. Well, I mean, there's as many here tonight at Oblong as there is in Edwards County for a game. Once again, a good crowd on hand for this game. Oblong to the right side. Goes, I believe, number 35, Stiffel. We'll give that run to Stiffel, and we're not for sure who tackled on that play, but we'll give that to number 40, Brent King. And that will set up a third down and 8 yards to go for Oblong. The ball is spotted on about the 33-yard line. Baker around the right side, and he's nailed. As you can tell, he's nailed for about a 10-yard, 6 or 7, maybe a 9-yard loss on that play. In on that tackle is Jason Laws, bringing him down. And Baker, the quarterback, brings him down. In for the Lions now is Bert Gothrop, number 60. And Oblong, with a 4th and 20 situation, is back to punt. Edwards County 16-0. A good punt, and it goes to Horton. Horton still on his feet, and he'll be taken down and falls inside of the 46-yard line. Bennett, the tackler. Al, I believe there's some unidentified bugs here tonight. There's some dandies. Hope that you are enjoying today's game. 9:26 left in the third quarter play. It's 16-0, Edwards County. Edwards County with the ball. Gillard goes straight up the middle. And bowling straight up the middle was number 40, Brent King. Jones, the tackler for Oblong. What broke the ice for the Edwards County Lions was that 25-yard interception by J.R. Tate. And that was sweet music to the Edwards County Lion fans' ears and eyes. Second down for the Lions, and bowling straight up the middle once again, I believe, was Gillard on that. Jeff Gillard. Bennett, the tackler. We've got some lights that keep going on and off here at Oblong. As you can see, some of the lighting is kind of tough at times because part of the lights are completely shut off of the field now on the opposite end of where we are. That brings up a second down and 3 yards to go. The option goes to King, and King will be nailed for a loss on the play.
Tackle made by Wartsbaugh.
Wartsbaugh, the tackler. 8:11 left in the third quarter of play. Third down, 5 yards to go. 16-0 the score, Edwards County. Boy, we need a victory here, Al. That would really set us off in good shape against Casey next week. Edwards County travels clear up to Casey, which is about 20 miles or so north of Oblong. So we've got a pretty good drive. Pass is complete to Horton. Doug Horton, the receiver. And it looks like a first down for Edwards County. Jones, a tackler. And Higgins.
First and 10.
First and 10 for the Edwards County Lions. Let's do it again. And we've got a motion penalty against the Edwards County Lions.
Flags down.
Ball's on about the 30-yard line. J.R. Tate will go out of the game.
Come on, Mike, put it better!
And the windup. After that penalty, Gillard hands straight off up the middle to, I believe that was King. Check that, Rotram for the Lions. Luzader, the tackler. Seven minutes left, exactly 7 minutes left in the third quarter play. Second down, 11 yards to go for the Edwards County Lions. And a mix-up on that play as Gillard will keep the ball, and we got a flag on the play as Oblong seems to be getting just a little bit testy. We got an illegal procedure against the Edwards County Lions once again. That'll set up a 2nd and 12-yard situation as they march that 5-yard penalty off against the Edwards County Lions. Illegal procedure against the Lions, a 5-yard penalty. 6:44 left in the third quarter. 16-0 Edwards County over Oblong. Third quarter play, as we said. Rather a muggy night up here in Oblong after a torrential rainfall, and I believe thrown for a loss is Rotramel on that play. Inboden, the tackler.
Tackle made by Workball and
Oblong read that play exactly. And the ball will now be spotted on the 40-yard line. A few of the lights here have burnt out or something because we're getting some shadows here in the background. We're now for sure. Gillard back to pass. It's complete. It's complete to Doug Horton straight down the field. Straight down the middle. Horton, Goff, the tackler. Horton picks up about 10 or 15 yards there on that. So I believe the ball now will be spotted on about the 25, 26-yard line. It's 4th down and 7 yards to go. There you see the ball in front of you. And here come the Edwards County Lions. Gillard back to throw. It's incomplete, intended once again for Horton. No pass interference called on that play either.
Oblong will take over on down. The 1st and 10. On about the 25-yard line.
5:23 left in the third quarter play. Oblong will take over on about the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Oblong Panthers. Baker, the quarterback for Oblong. This is his first year as quarterback. And we've got a little mix-up underneath. And nailed is a host of Edwards County Lions there, as nailed for a loss on that play is Stiffel. Loss on that play. Bert Gothard, we're going to give that tackle to. Host of Edwards County Lions in on that tackle. That'll bring up a 2nd down situation. A 2nd down and we got a flag on the play. And it's against the Lions. We're not for sure what that penalty is.
5-yard penalty. First and 11.
It'll be 1st down. Check that, 1st down and 11 yards to go now for Oblong. We would assume it was a penalty, not too severe of a penalty. However, we did get nailed 5 yards. Could have been unsportsmanlike conduct. Or again, Al, the referee could have been swatting some of those mosquitoes up here. There's some dandies up here. We're not for sure what that call was on that penalty. Wartspaw, the ball carrier. That brings up a second down and 11 yards to go. 4:52 left in the third quarter play here. No score for Oblong. Edwards County's got 16 points up on the scoreboard. Oblong is off at number 35. Has the ball for Oblong, and he's really turned on the power, and nailing him is Scott Lake, number 31. Number 35, of course, is Stiffle carrying the ball and getting first and 10, of course. Rusty Compton and Scott Lake in and on the pursuit team to stop Stiffle on that play.
Rick Stiffle on the run.
4:41 left in the third quarter play here from Oblong, Illinois. This game being presented by Ram Drilling Company of Browns, Champion Laboratories of West Salem and Albion, and by the Citizens National Bank and Sabre Construction and Operating Company. We certainly do thank our sponsors for helping bring this broadcast. Well, it's first and 10 for Oblong, and we've got a penalty. A penalty on the play. Stiffle, the ball carrier, once again for Oblong. And it's against the Edwards County Lions as they continue to get being marched against on yardage. We got an offside penalty against the Lions. Third quarter play here from Oblong as the referee winds the clock up here.
On the penalty.
That's Dieter carrying the ball. Loses about a yard and a half on that. That'll bring up a second down and about 5 yards. Second down and 8 yards to go. Lost about 3 yards. Curtis Mann, the tackler.
Second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go for the Oblong Panthers. Inside Edwards County territory on about the 30-yard line. Baker back. Baker's in trouble, and Baker will be brought down after he picks up about 4 yards or so. So Baker, the ball carrier, and the tackler for the Lions is Dan Iverson.
Maybe a little off.
Check that. He didn't quite make it back to the line of scrimmage on that as he was scrambling to the outside. So a gain of maybe a half a yard or so. Third down. Baker to the right side. That's Stiffle, the ball carrier. Stiffle maybe picks up a yard or so, bring up a fourth down. And Oblong will have to make up their mind just exactly what they're going to do. King, the tackler on the play for the Lions of Edwards County. Al, I believe a mosquito has penetrated my shoe here tonight.
Fourth and 9.
Wow. Mosquitoes are pretty heavy here tonight. Bill Horton and Al Summers, my spotters and statisticians, and part of the time, mosquito swatters. Kay Smurden had a can of off, which helped us very much. Now part of the lights are back on as Oblong still trying to gain some yardage. Monty Summers, the tackler, Baker, the ball carrier, and did the make it? No, they did not. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions as some of the horses for the Lions go into the lineup here tonight. A minute 40 left in the third quarter play here. The score is 16-0 Edwards County. So Edwards County's out on top as there's not too much time left in the third quarter play. 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions. The ball spotted on the 40-yard line of the, check that, on the 30-yard line of the Oblong Panthers. And a fake to the outside with Gillard, the ball carrier, and Gillard is loose. Gillard will be brought down at about the 40, about the 38-yard line. Diedrich, we got a flag on the play. We got a motion penalty against the Lions. Motion penalty against the Lions. Well, it was a good practice play anyway. We'll move the camera back down now as Al just swatted a mosquito and it continued to move. They don't die easy here, Al. Illegal procedure against the Lions. We've got a minute 14 left in the third quarter play, and all the Lion fans are on their feet. Timeout, Edwards County Lions, with a minute 14 left in the third quarter play. Head coach Hart is going out to talk with the Edwards County Lions. 1st and 15 for the Edwards County Lions on their own 25-yard line. We've got a minute 14 left in the third quarter play. Gillard, the quarterback, just coming off of a illegal procedure penalty. Gillard rolls off to the left side and will be nailed. However, he handed the ball off to, I believe it's number, I can't tell for sure.
Tackle made by Jeff Shipman.
I believe it was Brent King now that carried the ball. As you can tell, those red letters and the white is all going together here. Shipman, the tackler, as the lighting here, some of the lights are shut off or have shorted out or something here. And straight up the middle, we got a penalty on the play. .34 seconds left, a procedure penalty against the Lions. And the penalty will be marched off now against the Lions. 34 seconds left, third quarter play. Second down, 13 yards to go for the Lions. The ball is spotted on about the 23-yard line.
Second and 16.
Along the side goes the Lions, and I'm not for sure. I believe that was Rotrammel carrying the ball for the Lions. I believe it was Rotrammel. We couldn't see for sure who tackled for Oblong. There were three of them. We'll just call that a host of Oblong Panthers, Bill. 8 seconds left as the seconds tick off here in the third quarter play. And we won't be able to get another play off in the third quarter play. Well, at the end of 3 quarters of play, the Edwards County Lions are looking and smelling like a rose. Edwards County 16 and the Oblong Panthers 0. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after these commercial messages.
You've heard the old saying, you can do just about anything with anything. Well, we've exaggerated Champion Laboratories.
On that play, Mike Luzader was the tackler. Part of the scoreboard is out. Now we've got portions of it coming back on as something happened to the electricity as it went on and off. We momentarily lost power, but now it's back on and we're ready to go. Now if Oblong will just put her 16 points back up on the scoreboard, we'll be in a lot better shape, Bill. Now we've got it going. You don't want to lose those 16 points. Back to punt for the Edwards County Lions is Jeff Gillard. The punt was blocked, and it will roll dead on about the 24-yard line. About the 20.
First and 10.
11 minutes left, fourth quarter play. Edwards County holding a 16-point lead. In fact, it's 16-0 going in to the fourth quarter here. It's Oblong's ball on about the 25-yard line. First and 10. A rollout, and we've got him nailed. There's a fumble on the play, but I believe that Oblong recovers. As you can see, that stuff rolling past there, folks, wasn't dust, it was mud and dirt. I believe it was Bert Gothard for the Lions nailing Stiffel on that play. So thrown for a loss of several yards was Stiffel on that play, and that'll bring up a second down and 18 yards now. Second down and 18 yards. We hope that you're enjoying this broadcast on CUN on a rather muggy night in Oblong with the mosquitoes just about as big as some of the small children that are here tonight. Some of these mosquitoes have their own flight plan. Rather large. And no gain on that play as Goff, the receiver, and it looked like that Gothrop and Curtis Mann nailed Goff on that play just as soon as he got it. Nailed him cold.
Third and about 21.
So that brings up a third down and at least 21 yards to go. That would be a conservative estimate. Oblong with the ball as Baker rolls out, and we've got a straight up the middle, and we've got a penalty on the play as a couple of players for Oblong and Edwards County have a little fracas out on the court. Stiffel, the ball carrier, and we've got a personal foul against the Edwards County Lions. Question that call. And Coach Hart is questioning that call also. And the official, we're not for sure how that all came about, but the official certainly did rule that against the Edwards County Lions. Personal foul against the Lions, a 15-yard penalty.
First and 10 on the penalty.
Coach Hart questioning the official's judgment on that call just a little bit. It's first and 10 for Oblong. 8:55 left, fourth quarter, 16-0. And the officials coming over to discuss a call with head coach Hart. And now
Dead ball foul, the ball will be Edwards County going the other way.
it was a dead ball foul, so it will be Edwards County's ball, because it was after the whistle had blown when the penalty took place. So Coach Hart saves us something on that play, as now the officials have all gotten together here with some of the Oblong players, and they're discussing it, and they're ordering the players back, and the officials are going to discuss the rule books now just a little bit. So here we go right now. The official is coming over to discuss the penalty with the head coach and assistant coach Danny Stevens. Now we'll go back across and let's see what they say here. Now they're still discussing it. And now they say it was on a third down, and so it'll still be Oblong's ball. Rather a questionable call, and I'm sure that as we review the tape that we'll be able to check this out a little bit further. Fourth down and 16, fourth down, check that, fourth quarter. It was a third down, and now they still got the first down marker up.
First and 10 Oblong.
So it'll be first and 10 Oblong after a rather questionable call. And there's a fumble on the play. Edwards County recovers. Edwards County recovers. So it doesn't matter. Edwards County recovers a fumble. I believe it was Williams for the Lions recovering that fumble. And we're still discussing that last play there that was rather questionable. First and 10 now for the Lions as they move the ball up the field just a little bit. And we can't tell for sure who carried that. I believe we'll give it to King.
Gain of about 4.
Gain of about 4 yards by Brent King, and we're not for sure who the tacklers were. .7:32 left, and carrying the ball on the quarterback keeper was Jeff Gillard. Peeler, the tackler, is P-O-E-H-L-E-R. Peeler, Paler. Well, that brings up a third down and about 7 yards to go. They're going to call it 6, closer to maybe 7 for the Edwards County Lions. The Edwards County Lions own a 16-point lead. Straight up the middle to J.R. Tate, still on his feet. J.R. is down at Dietrich, the tackler, at the 40-yard line, and J.R.'s wanting to pump iron tonight. Let's call out about the 41-yard line. Well, they're going to set it right on the 40 now. At 6'7", J.R. can really stretch that ball out. The Lions are back and get in trouble, and still on his feet is Gillard. I believe Gillard went straight up the middle. Jones, the tackler. And we've got an Oblong Panther injured on that play. 6:13 left in the fourth quarter play. And injured Oblong player on the field tonight. As you can hear, the Edwards County cheerleaders are cheering the Edwards County Lions on, and that is number 40. I believe it's number 40, and we've got a first down. I believe it, okay, check that. It's Chris Rotrammel.
Tackle made by
Bennett, the tackler. And it looks close, almost a first down, but it's not quite. It's, check that, they're moving. Okay, it is a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for the Edwards County Lions. We thought it was, but they wouldn't move the markers quite on time. 1st and 10 right in front of us here, and they don't get too far. Bennett and Diedrich, the tacklers. Second down and 9 yards to go. 5:20 left in the fourth quarter play. Gillard back to throw. He looks. He almost finds Scott Lake open. A lot of hands and a lot of bodies in Gillard's way on that throw. As the wind starts to blow here just a little bit and cools things off and gets rid of some of the mosquitoes. Maybe the wind will blow some of them away, Al. No such good luck. 5:08 left. It is part of the lights go off here again. The lights are snapping on and off here. It's a little bit dimmer. And we got a foul up on that play in the backfield. Rotramble, the ball carrier. Bennett, the tackler.
Noblet, Neely on the tackle.
They've got to get that defense. Don't take the one off.
4th and 15.
I want to see them get off it. They need to.
And now we've got a 4th down and about 15 yards, and Gillard will be back to punt for the Lions.
Now you got a good.
Gillard punts it. Good hang time on this one, and it takes an oblong bounce and will roll out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
First and 10 on the 27-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 now for the Oblong Panthers. On about their 27-yard line. Round to the left side. Summers, a tackler. Knocking him out of bounds. Stiffle, the ball carrier. Four minutes left, 3:59 now, still 16-0, Edwards County.
Second and about 12.
Second down and 12 yards to go for the Oblong Panthers. As you can hear some of the Edwards County fans cheering the team on to victory here tonight, and cheering them they are. A good crowd on hand from Edwards County. We thank you very much for coming and watching the game, and we hope that you'll continue to cheer the Lions on to victory. Law is a tackler.
Dieter, the ball carrier.
Dieter, the
gain of about 2.
ball carrier. As you can hear, a few Edwards County Lion fans brought milk jugs with rocks in them tonight, or pennies, and it makes considerable amount of noise as they try to cheer the teams on, cheer the Edwards County Lions on. Now Baker back, almost dropped the ball. We've got a play broken up in the middle. Stiffle with the ball, and he'll be tackled by a host of Edwards County Lions. Stiffle, the ball carrier, and we're going to give that to Doug Horton as the main tackler for the Lions on that play. 2:45 left, fourth quarter, 16-0, Edwards County. That is a 4th down and about 1 yard or so to go. 4th down and 1 yard.
Hold him, Edward, hold him.
And we've got a Edwards County recovery. Baker fumbling the ball. Timeout, Edwards County. There goes Coach Hart to go out and talk to his Edwards County Lions. Timeout, Edwards County Lions, with 2:11 left in this game. Edwards County with the ball. Rolling to the left side goes Horton, as Horton is a quarterback. He goes out of bounds as we lose him on a pole. Diedrich, the tackler. Horton is out of bounds at just about the 30-yard line.
Tackle made by Diedrich.
We've got 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in this game, and it looks like that the Edwards County Lions have their first win of the season tonight against Oblong. Horton, the quarterback for the Lions. Horton rolls out, gives a handoff, and Oblong says hello to number 30, which is Rick Earl.
Made by
Bennett. Bennett and Kirk, the tacklers.
Stop for no gain. Be 3rd and 5.
No gain on that play, so it's still 3rd down, 5 yards to go. 4th quarter play, minute 42 left. Horton keeping it and going on through and gaining several yards on that play. Horton with a first down for the Lions with a minute 25 left. Diedrich, we believe, was the tackler on that play, and it's 1st and 10 for the Lions. The ball will be spotted now on just about the 20-yard line. No, check that, about the 25-yard line. And a procedure penalty against the Edwards County Lions. 5-yard penalty. Laundry pretty well blankets the field on that one as everyone threw their flag.
Legal procedure. 5-yard penalty. Make it 1st and 15.
A minute and 10 left in this game, and it will be history then.
Come on, Frank! I'm watching you, Frank!
Well, the Edwards County Lions are going to have some laundry to do tonight because their jerseys are pretty well covered with mud and dirt tonight. Carrying the ball is number 83, Terry Pogue, as Pogue might have picked up a yard. Stiffle, the tackler. 41 seconds left in this game, and the Lions can smell victory now. The Lions can smell victory now.
Well, victory! All right.
2nd and about 14.
25 seconds left in this game, and the Lions have their first win of the season against the Oblong Panthers. 17 seconds left. Horton, the quarterback now. Horton hands off, rolls to the left side. Horton's going to keep it, going to run with it. Picks up 3 or 4 yards on that play. And they say keep the clock running. There's 2 seconds left, and this game is history. We've got a timeout now. Timeout, Edwards County, with 1 second left. Timeout, Edwards County Lions, with 1 second left, and the Lions have defeated Oblong 16-0. Something could happen here, but it's very doubtful here at the close of this game, with 1 second or maybe less than 1 second left to go. At least we know that there's 1 tick of the clock left, and then the buzzer will sound, and that will be the game. And this play here will be the game as number 30 carried the ball, which is Rick Earl. Well, the Edwards County Lions have defeated the Oblong Panthers as everyone clears the benches and all of the fans are very happy and ecstatic. The Edwards County Lions have defeated the Oblong Panthers by a score of 16-0. This broadcast has been presented on CUN by the following sponsors: Champion Laboratories of Albin and West Salem, the Ram Drilling Company of Browns, Citizens National Bank of Albin, and Sabre Construction and Operating Company. Well, the Edwards County Lions and head coach John Hart have their first win under their belt here tonight as the Edwards County Lions defeat the Oblong Panthers by a score of 16-0. On behalf of my engineers tonight, Al Summers and Bill Horton, this is Mark Curtis wishing you a very happy goodbye from Oblong, Illinois. Good night, everyone.
This post-game show, the first of the season, is sponsored by Mitchell Insurance Company of Alvin. We'd like to thank Dwayne Mitchell and all the fine people who work at H.J. Mitchell Insurance for sponsoring this broadcast. As you see here before me, we have the 6'2" football coach who we'd like to introduce everyone to here in the Alvin area. And if you do not know who this person is, and I don't understand how you wouldn't know that, but this is head coach of the Edwards County Lions, John Hart. And Coach Hart, the Edwards County Lions looked tough last night against those Oblong Panthers.
Yeah, our defense really came through. It was a big part of our game was our defense and how they handled Oblong's offense. J.R.
Tate, he sparked the Edwards County Lions with that, well, we're going to call it 25 yards. We weren't for sure on that, but at least 25 yards that he intercepted the ball and took it in for a TD, the first one for the Lions, and it really seemed to spark the team on.
Right. The key to that was that we knew that Oblong was going to run to the wide side of the field. So every time that we came to the wide side of the field, we put JR on the wide side of the field. And by doing that, JR with his height, people have a hard time throwing the screens and they have a hard time rolling out. So we really felt comfortable going into the game that we could stop their passing game completely. Now I'm pretty sure they didn't have I don't believe they had one completion the whole game. And I think it's really because of the pressure we put on the quarterback. Okay. Our cornerbacks really done a fine job.
Right. It was a good game to watch, and for the viewers who just saw the game, we had a few opening night jitters and a few problems trying to get some of the numbers right, but we did, in fact. But after we got all that taken care of and the mosquitoes under control, everything went pretty good. The mosquitoes were about the size of helicopters during that game. Coach, how about injuries? Any injuries to the Lions?
The only injuries we have is the ones we got in practice from last week. That's the only ones that we were told about, and that's Scott Short and Brad King. And they're supposed to be healthy, both be healthy for the next game.
Okay, so what do you think to Edwards County against Oblong in the way of your offense? They were a little bit cold in the first quarter play, and after they got over the opening night jitters, pretty impressive. Your pass offense, it's a little bit more, not a little bit, it's more exciting to watch this year. Passing game is more exciting than the running game.
Right. Well, that's one of the things we really wanted to instill, and we got just a super quarterback in Jeff Gillard. And Doug Horton's probably got the best hands of anybody you'll ever see. He just doesn't drop a ball. And we really felt comfortable about that, and that's really what we came in. We wanted to designate we have a passing offense. We wanted everybody to know that. And that first play of the game where we threw the interception, that had us worried. But what happened was we was on a triple screen, and whenever J.R. Tate came through the line, he stumbled, and Jeff went ahead and threw the ball anyhow. And that's the reason why the interception occurred. Jeff has one weakness, and that's that he doesn't watch his backs coming out of the backfield.
Okay.
And they were open most of the night.
Okay. How about defense? Any comment on the defense?
Well, defense, I think, it can be summed up in one word. J.R. Tate, he showed Oblong what was going to happen. And then we had great reaction out of the linebackers. The defensive ends didn't allow one play to get outside, I don't believe. And our defensive tackles had steep penetration. I think our defense will probably grade out to be about 95%.
Okay.
So it was just a super effort.
Okay, Coach, we've got the first win under our belt, 16-0 against the Oblong Panthers. Now, we come up against Casey. Can you tell us a little bit about Casey? Or do you know much about their scouting yet?
Right. Well, now the scouting report was supposed to be turned into me this morning, so it's just a little bit late. But they were ranked third in the state, third in the entire state. So we know they're going to be a powerhouse. And I think in the last 3 years they went third and fourth in the state. When they got done with the playoffs. So they're just a super team. I think they're coming off one of their worst years of 7-2 last year. So we're talking about a powerhouse team. And I think it'd be a great way to test our team is to go up against them. And we have something to prove against them guys. We've got to prove to everybody around here that we are a legitimate football team, and we are.
Sure we are. Edwards County Lions, and of course the Lions defeated Oblong. You just saw the game, and Edwards County looked great. It seemed like if you could pick one player out that was a cheerleader for the Lions, it had to be J.R. Tate, because after he'd get up, after getting pounded, J.R. would get up and wave his arms up in the air and was charged up and ready to go for the next play. Now, people like that on a team, you can get it as excited as you want, but with team members like that, keeping the charge up, that means a lot.
Right. Him and Brent King are by far the most emotional leaders on our team. When they get into it, and well, Curtis Mann also, when them three get into it, it just sparks the rest of the team. That team just ignites, and that's because they're doers, you know, they're not talkers, they're doers. When they go out and they do something, they let everybody know, and they don't have to do it with their mouth, they do it with their bodies. So they're all three just excellent.
The crowd last night was super.
Right.
We had, we're not going to have too many home games here this year, in fact, none. And so when I describe a home team to some of our viewers, and maybe you, I don't know whether you got to see Edwards County play last year or not at the home team. Probably you didn't. But anyway, Edwards County had a great crowd there last night, and I was surprised to see the young people from the high school. That bus, they were packed 3 to a seat, and that has to be a great plus for you and the players.
We had all the players go around to the school, and they went in all the classes during a group activity period, and they actually talked to the kids, asking them to come out because they thought they had something worthwhile seeing. And we really announced it well, and I think people really realize that we do have a team,
Right.
and that we're going to prove something this year.
Okay. Now, this coming Friday night, of course, the Edwards County Lions will travel to Casey, and the Lions want your support and need your support. And, of course, Coach Hart will tell you the same, that he needs your support from here in the community, because this is a great asset to have a winning football team. 16-0. That was the score as Edwards County defeated Oblong. Please come to the game in Casey on this Friday night, and this broadcast will be back on the air at 6:30 on the following Saturday. So we hope that you will attend the game. And Coach Hart, do you have any idea when your wife might, or when you might be the parents?
It should be any time. We don't really have an exact date.
Coach Hart.
It's just not Friday night between 7 and 10.
Coach Hart and his wife are expecting their first child, and we think maybe it might be sometime during this Labor Day weekend. So, Coach, we wish you the best, and of course, we're going to have another Edwards.